what it's been like for you, but for me in this connection, it's been when we're not together, we're not together.
No.
There's not a lot of interference or wondering what she's up to, and the texts come in every now and again. But I love the way we've started this, and
that's trust. I mean, I think trust is a big part of that. That it's I
wasted a lot of energy in connections before where the trust field wasn't there and trying to maintain something that wasn't there, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a huge piece. If you don't have a trust field in your connection, you're really working with a fragmented energy system that is never going to hold a foundation to anything. And so you've got to repair the trust field within yourself first and really get that solid, and then that's the standards you hold, and then the other person can meet that or not. And then it becomes taking the courageous steps to say, hey, you know, this is the way I operate, and I'm courageously going to move forward and find someone who wants to match that trust.
Well, I'm really glad you brought up the idea of we have to trust ourselves, because especially if we've had past partnerships or relationships or experiences where there ended up being trust broken, I think a lot of times human nature or defense mechanisms take us into the next situation anticipating or being wary of or looking for red flags or being very vigilant, which is what drags the past and aligns it with the future and doesn't leave the time in the present to create a new experience. Because all of a sudden, if we're showing up from the past, experiences of distrust, and we're showing up in suspicion of one another, that suspicion of one another has already disrupted the trust of this connection. And so even though there may have been no reason for there not to be trust, we dragged it from the past, and now we've projected it and we've created distrust in our present.
And in a weird way, because you've projected it onto me, I'm going to do something that's going to prove your projection right.
Well, and that's what I'll be looking
for.
Right,
that's what you'll be looking for. So if we recognize that the holes are in our own bucket, and we both recognize that we're going to be dedicated to the process of transparency and whatnot, then we would say something like this. We would say, my mind is making up a story that you're out of integrity about something, you know, rather than, because we're starting from a place of innocence, right? We're starting from the place of innocence. And curiosity. When we're not making accusations, we just simply, you know.
I'm curious about the situation. I'm curious about how I'm feeling, but I also realize I don't know.
And when you say my mind is making up a story, what you're doing is you're owning responsibility rather than saying you're out of integrity, or you know what I mean? And you're saying, hey, my mind is making up a story. My mind's been making up stories for 53 years. I mean, you've done that before, huh?
Yeah, maybe not 53 years, but I have done it before.
What does Tanya say there?
Maybe your next book is on relationships. There are a couple, actually.
Well, no, but we maybe, I think what's coming next is an online course about how to use this. Yeah, how to use the lunar cycle, harmonize with the lunar cycle, and really see yourself in such an illuminated fashion that you can show up for somebody in the most beautiful way and experience what I've written about in the relationship book called The Gift is Listening, Enlightened Relationship Guide for Men. That's all about purifying your own mirror so that the twin flame experience shows up. You know, we're not looking for one person to satisfy all of our spiritual, psychological, physical, all those needs, or that there's one person on the planet that we're going to one day find. No, this is an experience of making yourself so beautiful, so bright, so illuminated that you attract somebody that can give you the experience of twin flame, which is a reflection of yourself, which is divine.
Yeah, and the thing is it's all a reflection of ourselves, whether we like the reflection or not. So it's like, as we continue to do this work and this healing and this journey, it's just beautiful to see, because it's a tangible expression of, wow, the work has been done. And the idea, again, of trusting ourselves mean that we allowed ourselves to feel the feelings. We allowed ourselves to do the healing. We were willing to look at our patterns of the past, what we are making it mean about us, so that there is trust when we enter into a new connection, because we trust the work we've done to not repeat the cycles, not worrying about trusting the other. Instead, can I begin to trust myself and the work I've done on those patterns and those beliefs and that story I had in my head, so I don't have to bring it into a present connection.
You know, I had a therapist one time. She said, "You have an incredible willingness to get hurt." Mm-hmm. You know, and I feel like that's what keeps a lot of people from investigating attraction or coming out and telling somebody how they really feel, you know, when we be hurt, you know. And I feel like if we're really into love and we're really into self-love, and we really want a presence, and we really want to be in that satisfying relationship, then it's time to step up and just say the truth.
Yeah.
Absolutely what the truth is, and be willing to get hurt. And knowing that getting hurt is simply to feel it is to heal it. You know, it's okay. Let's feel it and let's heal it. Let's appreciate the journey. Let's reach out to our brothers and sisters. Let's be vulnerable. Let's be real. Up. Let's get the leg up. That's exactly right. Back to our card. Let's get the leg up. Get the leg up. Yeah.
Ask for what we need. Show up and be in the collaborative energy, and recognize we all have gifts to give, and we don't. It doesn't have to be a one size fits all.